Hey, what's happening, everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Taking a look at one of the locals. This is from MadTree here in Cincinnati. It is the Blood Orange PsycHOPathy. PsycHOPathy is pretty much their flagship IPA. The Blood Orange is a variant that they actually bring out at a different time of the year. I've had this last year. Looking forward to see if anything changed with this year, but figured I'd throw it up here to do a review since I have not done this before. This is in at 6.2 ABV, also in at 72 IBU. Let's go ahead and get it open and get it into a glass and see what it has to offer. So just on that pour alone, I'm already getting aroma coming out from the hops and the blood orange that was used here. Came out with a decent 1 to 2 finger head, pretty much 1.5 to 2 finger, I guess you can say there. Nice white head on it. Oh wow, smells terrific. Getting a lot of that hop citrus action coming right out. Easily get that orange, easily get those good citrus notes. You're getting some of that hop pininess in there as well. You're getting a nice little bit of a dankness in there. The head is already starting to break down a little bit though, so it's already down to about 1/2 finger. Got a nice little bit of a haze on the beer itself, as you can see, but a nice golden color to it. Not seeing through it at all. Very cloudy in there. A lot of murkiness. Can see the shadow somewhat of my finger on the other side. Definitely dominated, as you would expect, by the orange, but maybe a little bit of a mango. Almost like a guava tropical type presence. As far as the taste, you get all 72 IBU for sure. Big bitterness on the initial. Big bitterness on the finish. You definitely get a little bit of that. I say a little bit, you definitely get a good amount of some throat scraping action on the back. But I mean, it is an IPA. You are expecting some of this to actually happen, that you're actually feeling on it. So it's not really overwhelming if you're an IPA drinker, but it is a little bit bigger of a hit than you may be accustomed to on some of the other IPAs. I do like the mouth presence. It is getting around the mouth very easily. I do feel it up into the cheek area. Not really too much of a burning going down in the chest, but I do feel a little bit of that carbonation. It sits heavier, definitely on the tip of the tongue with that bitterness there. Not disappointed with the beer by any means. I think it definitely has a nice IPA feel to it. So if you want something that's going to be kind of jabby right there and hit you with everything you would expect to have an IPA, this definitely does that for you. But it does bring a nice medium body as far as what you can expect with this one. Carbonation, a little bit higher than what I would usually like, but you do feel the carbonation there, as I mentioned. The flavors, duration, flavors are kicking around nicely. I am feeling like I do not have to rush through this beer. That the more I drink it down now, which I'm down halfway, I got to remember to go ahead and take that picture so I can put it out there for the thumbnail. It is sitting nicely in the cheeks, so I am getting a lot of that action taking place, that I am feeling that there. But if you're not someone that is a big bitterness fan, chances are you don't drink a lot of IPAs anyway. So this is something that may not fit you in that regard. If you are a bitterness fan and an IPA fan, this is definitely one that will hit you as an IPA. I think it does a decent job overall. Like I said, I've had this one before, not really turned off by it or not. I think some people may pick up kind of almost a medicine-y feel in it, as you do get with some of the IPAs. Although this one is definitely a little bit more tempered than what it was last year. Last year I did kind of pick that up on a couple. And a lot of that relates, I think, back to that orange being in there as well. But all in all, a decent beer. So what do I think about this one, doing my new rating system I started putting on there? Well, appearance, really didn't get a lot of lacing, as you can see there. So lacing didn't hold up as much. The head was kind of quick fading on it. Would have liked to have the head stay around a little bit longer. The color was definitely where it should be with the nice dark orange color. So I think appearance-wise, overall, it was kind of decent. I'm going to actually give this one, on the appearance, a 10 out of 15, just because, again, it didn't really hold the head the way I thought it should. And then it really didn't do that much with the lacing that you usually get with a lot of IPAs. As far as aroma, it came out of the glass very easily. You didn't have to drink it. You didn't have to sniff it really too hard. You were able to really enjoy it from the time you were into the pour, into all the way through. Still has a good amount of decent aroma. Very pleased with that. Think that definitely does deliver. You do pick up the hops. You're not picking up many of the malts in the back, but with hop-forward beers like this, you usually don't. It's got a nice little balance there, and it delivers on what it needs to deliver on. So as far as the aroma, I'd actually give that one 14 out of 15. As far as the flavor, everything is there, again, for what you want in an IPA. It does hit you pretty strong. You do feel all 72 of the IBU really in there, so you do get a lot of that bitterness in play. Duration is really good. The texture is nice. It's a nice crisp texture, not thin at all. That all plays well too. So for the flavor part of it, I'm going to actually give this one here a 12 out of 15. As far as the overall taste, nice body on it. The carbonate, I'm sorry, not taste, but on the palate. Nice overall body action, carbonation, a little bit more than what I would want to have sitting on the palate. It does weigh a little bit heavy there, but all in all, does a somewhat decent job as far as how the palate actually feels with the beer on it. So for that one, I'm going to actually give that a 11 out of 15. And then overall, as a beer, if you look at it for just what the style is, I think you'll be happy and consider that to be a very strong beer for that style. And overall, as a beer, as it actually delivers, it's a nice beer. Again, you're not going to have to rush through it. You can enjoy it for a period of time. Has nice decency there. So I think you're going to be somewhat pleased with it, especially if you're an IPA drinker. So for me, I'm actually going to give overall a 35 out of 40. So that gives me all the different amounts. See what the total's going to be here. So for me, overall on this beer, it'll be an 82 out of 100. Not bad. I say definitely give it a try, especially if you're a bitterness fan and just one of those other good beers we have here in Cincinnati. I do like the base PsycHOPathy a little bit more than this one. But all in all, not disappointed. Would definitely drink it again. Thanks for swinging by. Check out another video. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Look forward to catching you next time. Keep getting your beer on, and cheers.